May I have your attention, please? Thank you, everybody, for joining us for karaoke tonight. I really appreciate everybody coming out. There's a sign-up sheet going around. Feel free to sing your favorite tune. Just kidding. Thank you so much for coming out to the Friends of Mokena get-together meet and greet, our second of 3. We would like to acknowledge all of our elected officials that are here tonight. So if you are an elected official of village, school, park, township, anything, please stand up and receive your round of applause. Thank you for your service. If you are a friend of Mokena, please come to the front. You're going to have to say a few words. Friends of Mokena, please come to the front. And now, I would like to welcome Trustee George Batanius, running for Village President Mayor.
Thank you, Melissa. I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Hope you get to know us a little bit better. People that know us better. If you don't, you get to know us a little bit. See what we have to say about our issues that are at the village or our philosophy or whatever. Okay, first, as Melissa said, I am George Batanius. I'm running to be your next mayor of Mokena.
Are you better without? Try without. Try to be loud without.
Maybe without it.
Here.
I'd like to introduce the group, Friends of Mokena group. We got Melissa Fedora. She's an existing trustee running for re-election. You got Dan Gilbert. He's at a park district right now running. Josh Bailey. He's on the Economic Development Committee. He's running for trustee also. Melissa Martini. She's our clerk and running for re-election. Colleen Leonard. She's on our Community Affairs Committee. She's running for a 2-year term. So we're here, and after we're done a little bit, and then if anybody has any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer them. People ask me, why am I running for mayor? It's simple, actually. We need to attract more business in Mokena to ease our tax burden to our residents. We also need to put a plan together for our downtown. Our motto is plan progress and plan progress and pleasant living, okay? Plan progress, that means you gotta plan your progress. You can't just pull things out of the air. So that's one of the reasons why. And people say, well, how are you gonna do this? Well, we have a lot of red tape and excess of regulations in the village that prevent developers from moving forward or from achieving what they want. Sometimes they leave because they can't, it takes way too long to do things, okay? So we wanna cut the red tape and move forward. And I talked about this before, about having our ordinances, bringing them all up to date. They're very old, and right now, once we do that, we want to put them on the website so people can have access to them. If you're a developer or a builder, you want to come to Mokena, all you got to do is get on that computer, go on our website, and you can figure everything out. Have all our applications there, and you can fill them out there. You can actually pay from there if you wanted to. So that's something that we need to do, and that's something that we will do. The other thing is we have 12 years of doing nothing up there. We're stalled. We need to move forward. I think 12 years is enough, don't you? Yeah. I think it is too. So we need to move forward on that. And we need to be business friendly in Mokena, because the businesses is what keeps our tax rates low for the residents of Mokena. The other thing is that we need to put a plan together, like I said before, for our downtown, to revitalize our downtown, to make it something that the residents want. But you need to put a plan together. And again, we have a comprehensive plan right now that's going on that we should be finishing in a few months. That would give us a good idea and what needs to go, whether it's our downtown or 191st or LaGrange, anywhere that we have businesses. So it'll give us recommendations, and the board will have to look at it, make decisions, and move forward, instead of putting it aside and not doing anything about it for 12 years. So that's something that we will definitely get done. We need quality businesses to come to our town that will generate resources for our schools, our streets, our infrastructure, and more. We need those businesses to be here to help out. This way, it will keep our residents' tax burden off them. So we talk about doing more with less. And how do we do that? I'll give you an example. We built a multi-million-dollar police station paid for with no tax increase whatsoever. We built a water treatment plant, multi-million dollars, paid for, no tax increase. We have our infrastructure that we've done through the town. Again, paid for, no tax to the homeowners. So there's a lot that we can do. Also, our property tax is only 4 cents. 4 cents on every dollar for your property tax that goes to the village. The majority goes to your schools, to your park district, to your fire department, to your library, and so on. And we work very hard to make sure that we keep that 4 cents there. We've had it now for at least 10 years that I remember the 4 cents. So we're doing really well with that, and we want to keep fighting for that and keep doing it. This is how we do more with less. My opponent keeps talking about if he gets reelected, he's going to revitalize the downtown. 12 years. 12 years. And nothing has been done. I think that's plenty of time and enough time to do what needs to be done. Our comp plan, just a little example. For 12 years, we've been talking about a comp plan, to do a comp plan. Nothing was done. When I was filling in as mayor pro tem, when my opponent was out for 4 months, I looked into it, I got information, I talked to the board, I talked to our staff, I got what the cost would be, and we put it on the budget. And we approved it, and we moved forward with it. And now, I think we're months away from being in completion. And that's what leaders do and get things done. That's what we say, we do more with less. We do better. Not more. I mean, not less. So you can do more with less, and that's what we've done here. So all I'm saying is, our village, in order for the village to move forward, we need a change. And in order to get that change, we need to get the Friends of Mokena elected and put into office. I think that we have a great group of people here. They have the same philosophy. You know, they want Mokena they want to revitalize our downtown. They want Mokena to be the place to live. They want to do more with less. They want to do better, not bigger. So this is what people ask, how do we all come together? How do I decide to be? Because of that philosophy that they have and I have, and we had in the past years up on the board as Friends of Mokena. So all I'm asking is for everybody, please go out and vote. We need your support. We need your support. So thank you. And now I'm going to have each person come up and say a few words, and then at the end, we'll be more than happy to take a few questions. Melissa Fedora.
Thank you so much. I am Melissa Fedora. I am a current trustee. I am trying to hopefully get my second term, so I've been doing this for 4 years. I've been running the Chamber of Commerce for 15, and I would like to mention we do have signs by the water if you would like to take one to put in your yard. And we do have cards on the table with all of our bios, so do make sure that you take some of those with you. And if you want extras to pass out, we also have that by the water as well. So Melissa Fedora, looking for a second term as trustee. Thank you.
Well, good evening, and thanks everybody for coming out. I am Dan Gilbert, currently serving on the park board, but looking to get in here with the Friends of Mokena on trustee. So actually, my mom just asked me this question the other night or yesterday. She still helps with picking up the kids on half days, And if you got a kid in school, we had a half day yesterday. So she picks the kids up and she takes them to Panera, which is not in Mokena. Then she takes them to Sweet Frog, and again, not Mokena. And it got me thinking about having those types of things in Mokena or something like that, where families can come together. And she came in and she actually said, so not questioning me like, why are you doing this, but how come? Why are you running? And immediately I said, for the same reason that I coach Little League, for the same reason that I was an RE catechist at St. Mary's for a few years, for the same reason I joined the park board. I like positively affecting my circle of influence however I can. And actually, baseball brought me to Josh, and we were able to coach a team together. And baseball actually brought me to George, and George brought me out to breakfast, and introduced me to the rest of them, and I'm just so honored to be part of Friends of Mokena. And to reiterate the same things, I think this group of people are a phenomenal group of people that are not only family focused, but also Mokena focused. And we would love your vote on April 1st.
Thanks, Dan. You made it really easy. I'll just jump on your coattails there. Josh Bailey, also running for trustee, would appreciate your support. I think I got asked that question too, and by a few people who said, "Why do you want to do this? You're not even particularly very political." So, well, I don't know that this is necessarily political, but if you have skills and you use them for your own benefit, being a good steward and a good steward of your community and the area that you're in, use those so others can benefit. So, better or for worse. I've been in finance for 20 years. We talk about taxes, we talk about spending, we talk about budgets. That's all finance. So while these people are much more interesting than I am in terms of the community, I've spent 20 years making investments for families, lending money, working with homeowners, trying to put people in houses, trying to put money in businesses and keep people employed. I'd like to bring those skills to bear for the community. And if there's anything that I know, or developers, anything like that in my sphere, I'd like to have Mokena at the top of their list. The reputation on the street, unfortunately, and a lot of us know this, Mokena is not the easiest to deal with. And that's not necessarily uncommon, but one of the reasons I said yes when George asked me if I was interested in running for trustee is, over the years I've known him to be a thoughtful guy that listens and is willing to take new information and do something with that, not just be stubborn and stuck in his ways. And that was frankly very impressive to me. So, and as I've gotten to know the Friends of Mokena, they're all very bright. They all have a lot of experience, and they're all very much in love with this community that we call home. And it was easy to say, yeah, I absolutely want to be part of that team. So, would appreciate your support for myself as a trustee and all of them, top to bottom. Friends of Mokena, vote for us, please.
Hi, everybody. Colleen Patrick Leonard for trustee. As a lifetime resident of Mokena, having run a family business in Mokena, I think I bring that to the table. I think along with our collective talent, we all bring something to the table that's unique. And for some of us here, it's a fresh perspective. I think that there's a lot of things that can be done, things that we do need to address, things that have gone unaddressed. We have talent. And Josh talked about investment. We're investing our time and talent in Mokena. And the same reason that all of you are here tonight is because you think this is important as well. So we need your help in getting us elected so we can do the things that we need to do. Please come out and vote, whether it be early on the 17th or on April 1. Thank you.
This isn't my thing, so I'm sorry. My name's Melissa Martini. I have been in Mokena since 1990 when I married my husband and we moved here. I started to be the clerk in 2018. The current clerk at the time had moved up to a trustee position, so they had a vacancy. So George contacted me and said, is it something I'd be interested in doing? So I watched a couple of the videos on Channel 6. Yes, I know, not the best quality. But then I also attended some meetings and to see what it was actually like and joined in at that time. And I've been the village clerk ever since. I think one of the most important things to think about is the consolidated elections do not get a lot of traffic in voting. I think the last one in 2021 where the mayor, was up for election, there was less than 3,000 voters in Mokena that came out. So it is really important for people to come out and get that vote out. It's not too late to do your mail-in ballot request. The village is open from May 17th through, I think, thank you. March 17th, from 8 to 4 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday for 2 weeks. Local residents can vote there, and then actually April 1st is election day, and you can find out where your local election can be, voting place, I'm sorry. So it's important, please vote, because if you think everybody else is going to vote and things are going to go your way, it usually does not happen that way. So thank you very much.
Again, everybody, thank you for coming here today. It means a lot to us to have you here because hopefully you learned something about us that you didn't know. You learned a little bit of our philosophy and what we're about. You learned a little bit about what we're looking to do, how we're a business-friendly board up here that's going to be. It's going to be a working board. We're going to get things done. We're going to fast-track things and get things done. We're not going to wait. So thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And running for any kind of office is not an easy task. So I give a lot of credit to people that are running. I know we have some candidates in here that are running for school board and other things, but I give you guys a lot of credit. It takes a lot to run for office. It takes a lot of commitment and a lot of time. So thank you all, and really appreciate you being here. So if anybody has any questions, we'd be more than happy to answer them.
Good boy, George. Get George.
Yes.
George, I think I appreciate what you guys are doing. I know what it's like to run for a position. I think you need to ask everybody here too to not just put signs up, not just come to these, but to talk to other people. Talk to other people in the community, whether it's a club you're in, whether it's a church group, whether you have to spread the word out because, like you said, there's only so many people that are going to come and vote. And the majority of them are the seniors.
Yes.
So I think you need to talk about a little bit about what you're going to do for the seniors and bring up programs and stuff that you guys already have or something you might want to start doing. But I think what George, you need to explain to everybody is they need to do more than just put signs in their yards.
I agree. Thank you so much for saying that. That's absolutely true. I mean, it doesn't take much to make a phone call and talk to a friend and then let them make a phone call, talk to their friend, or text somebody and let them know. If you really want to support us and you really want us to move this village forward, it would be great if everybody just spread the word. And that's so important because you know what? Some people don't even know what's going on, but if they know you, and you said, hey, by the way, I'm really supporting this group because they're going to move this village forward and, it means a lot. So it would mean a lot to spread the word. And again, we have flyers here that we're going to be going out probably this weekend and start passing them out. Like Melissa said, we have them here. If you want to take some, pass them to your friends or whoever it is. Pass the word is in any way possible. There's no certain way to do it except just do it. So thank you so much, and thank you for that. That was a good one. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I'd like to, I'm the village clerk, I heard going on a little more what you said. You can go into Will County clerks and you can register vote and you can ask for an absentee ballot. I think that's really important. especially if you have kids who are away from school requesting that detail, or people in the military. What we want to do, what I think we all want to do, is we want to make sure our kids come home and move to Mokena, have affordable housing, and find good jobs. And we want to welcome home our military personnel, have them come back to Mokena and have the same thing. So if you have someone away, send them an absentee ballot.
Thanks, Jim.
Also, to make your push, anybody that can get on, I know you have the older age bracket, but you also have the younger age bracket. And believe it or not, some of these younger ones are actually getting out to vote.
Actually, we just launched a website that now it's in our Facebook. So if you can go on there, it's friendsofmokena.com. You can get on our website and they'll take you to our Facebook or vice versa. Yes.
What sort of businesses are trying to get in Mokena that are having trouble?
What now? I'm sorry.
What type of businesses are trying to get into Mokena that we're struggling to either attract or complete the sale? Like the
Well,
transaction?
there've been businesses that came to Mokena and they were told by the existing mayor that they don't belong in Mokena. There's businesses that came here and they were told they'll do everything he can for them not to be here. I know that we had a hotel that came here and never came to us to even talk about it. So there's a lot of things that are happening that we don't even know about because it doesn't even come to us. We want to be transparent. If I'm elected mayor, I will be transparent. Everything that happens, the board will know about it, and everybody else will know about it.
Yeah, and one thing to that, this team isn't really, we're not slinging mud, right? Everybody who runs for office genuinely wants to do a good job. But at the end of the day, the mayor sets the agenda,
Yes.
right? So we can't honestly right now even answer that question in a 100% truthful way because we don't know how many businesses have showed up to the city hall and said, hey, I'm interested, and we're just told, no, not interested. We don't want you here. There's no record of that. So when we've talked about transparency, even internally, we've said there should be a record of
There
this.
should be a record, absolutely.
And there should be some reason that, you know what, we did hear this, and maybe it's confidential, maybe it's not, but there should be some transparency and a very clear prescriptive path to, if you do these things, you're welcome in our community. And if you're against that, well, then maybe we find a way to figure it out, but, that might not work, right? But it all kind of starts at the top, and to George's point, it's been 12 years of shrugs, right? So
George, I know one that showed up at the village hall, and he called me, and he said the trustees were not gonna approve it
Without talking to us about it.
without talking to us. That's a fact. I'll put my hand on the Bible. He showed up, and I got a call the next day that the trustees wouldn't go for this. I found out by applicant, so that's a fact.
there you go.
Well, that's, to answer your question, there's a lot of things that go on that we don't even know about, that aren't, passed on to us. We're the ones that vote. The mayor really doesn't vote, the trustees vote, and in order to get things moving, you have to communicate with your board, and that's not what's happening right now.
Another question.
Yes,
To answer your question is the fact that I had a business here in Mokena. Was here for 14 years. Now, I moved in this town in 1975. Been here for 50 years. I remember the old days when I would go to church and sit next to James Cooper, who was the president of the bank, Fleckenstein, who opened up the bakery. I was there for all that. The town was great to live in because everybody was together and they all practiced one simple thing, common sense. We take care of our own. We work together as a family. But the problem I had was that when I wanted to expand my business, I bought land, I wanted to build a building, and I wanted to bring more money and revenue into this town, which I love. Frank disrespected. I'm a disabled vet. In front of the entire meeting, you were there.
I was there.
He put me down for my service, for what I did, and I left. I moved down to Frankfurt, I put $10 million down the street for this. And it hurt me to do that. I would rather have put it here in this town that I love. But I couldn't do it because of that man. And most importantly, disrespecting the military that I served and fought for, like many of us who did. So for me, George was the one I seen as the salvation of what we can do. I'm supporting him 100%. We're going to have a walkathon in 2 weeks. I'm going to be there, and I'm bringing 20 young men and women to walk the streets and knock on doors. And it's like what you said. We need to come together. Not one, but 10. Go get 10 people and bring them with. Because that'll change this town, and that'll make this town what we want. And I want to come back. Thank you, sir. Try and follow that up.
So, somebody else?
Sir,
Yes.
thank you for your
I got
service.
chills. Thank you for your service.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for your service, one, first off. Second, if elected, I know we had talked about this, I can't remember, when I spoke to you about this, George, but you had said things get emailed into the mayor and then he decides what's on the agenda. When you get elected, is there a way to where that can be transparent and put out there for, hey, we see that X, Y, Z is coming up, new businesses that might come in comes up, so that everyone can see in the village, whether it's a trustee or, someone who lives in the village, so that we know what's going on within the village.
I think that if there's a development or a business that wants to come to our town, okay, and like we said before, and they meet with the mayor, and the mayor says, no, that's not going to work here, and we don't know anything about it. I think Josh said that all that should be recorded. Who's coming in, to look for, to make a business in Mokena, and we need to know about that so that we can tell the residents, hey, this is what's looking to come in. We can put it on our website, so people can go look to see what's coming in, looking to come into Mokena. So there's ways to do it. The agenda, every Thursday we get a packet that gives you the agenda and what's on it. The agenda is set the week before that. You start making the agenda and setting it up. So you got plenty of time to do that. So yeah, can it be done? Sure. All right, well, listen, again, thank you so much. You guys mean a lot to be here, and I hope you support us, and I hope that you spread the word to everybody, because I think that's important, and that's how we are going to win April 1st.
March 27th, thank you, at the Mokena VFW.
Yes.
Again.
Hey, there's still food there, refreshments. Stay, eat, enjoy, and we'll walk around and talk, and you can ask us more questions if you want.